Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the 9 most common symptoms of auric attachments. After this video, you will be able to diagnose yourself if you experience any of these symptoms and if you have any of the related auric attachments. And you will also learn how these different auric attachments negatively impact your experience of life in many different ways. And I will also show you what to do about it. And I will show you what an advanced auric clearing could do for you, how it could tremendously improve your experience of life. My name is Tamara Schenk and I'm a licensed certified auric clearing master healer based on the teachings of Toby Alexander. Before we go into the details, I want to make sure that you know that there is more than just your physical body. In addition to your physical body, you also have an energy body. And yes, science knows about energy bodies as well, thanks to quantum physics. Within this energy body, you have energy centers, so-called chakras. You have 7 embodied chakras, and they are visualized here on the right-hand side. So this is where your vital life force energy is flowing through you. And in addition to these embodied chakras, you also have 8 morphogenetic chakras. 4 of these morphogenetic chakras are above your head and 4 are below your feet. Now, why is clearing auric attachments so important? Clearing auric attachments, and it means clearing energetic blockages of any kind, is ultra important because these auric attachments can negatively impact your experience of life a lot in all areas of your life, and not only mentally and emotionally, but also physically and also spiritually. Think about your professional life and your career. Think about your private life, your relationships, your friendships, your family life. Think also about your finances and think about your health and well-being and also about your personal growth and your personal and spiritual development. Where are you in all these areas of your life? Maybe not where you want to be. So during an advanced auric clearing, we clear all auric attachments in any of the 7 embodied chakras and also in all of the 8 morphogenetic chakras. So now I'm going to explain to you the 9 symptoms of auric attachment so that you can see if you have any of these symptoms and also how you would benefit from an advanced auric clearing. Let's get started with symptom number 1. Your buttons can be easily pushed. First of all, buttons can only be pushed if these buttons are implemented in your energy field in the first place. So how is that happening? How are your energetic buttons created? So these buttons are created in situations when the time seems to stop. If you experience an accident, a shock, a betrayal, an emotional, physical, or mental abuse of any kind. In such a moment of no time, depending on the emotion you felt in that moment, let's say a betrayal, a so-called it is created in the related chakra. So that means that's the first level of an auric attachment that's created in the related chakra, in this case in the 2nd chakra. Now, when you experience a similar situation again, that means the button that has been created gets pushed again. Your body already knows how to react and the stored reaction program gets activated right after pushing the button. That means the auric attachment that was a smaller one is now getting bigger and bigger every time the button gets pushed again. So in an advanced auric clearing, these buttons are deinstalled, and you can imagine this in a way that we are actually deinstalling programs that no longer serve you from your laptop, and in some cases it feels like deinstalling malware from your laptop. Now let's talk about symptom number 2. You frequently freak out. That means you have so-called discarnates in your energy field. So these are entities with souls that have died but didn't make it through the tunnel to the plane of bliss. In fact, they are still stuck in the 4th dimension. So they attach to people either because of karmic ties or merely because they are eating from the person's negative emotional energy. So if you often hear yourself saying something you didn't want to say, or if you frequently react in a heavy way or in an unexpected way, or if you even freak out and you ask yourself, how could it ever happen? It's not what I wanted. It's not how I wanted to respond. It's not what I wanted to say. Chances are that a discarnate has taken over the situation. Also here, these kind of auric attachments, these discarnates, will be cleared in an advanced auric clearing session. Let's talk about symptom number 3. You are often angry and have negative thoughts. Also here, discarnates are the main reason. As their food, discarnates prefer people's negative emotions, such as anger or rage. So if you are often experiencing these emotions, you can be certain that discarnates are heavily involved. So also here, the root cause are discarnates. They often pulse so-called automatic negative thoughts into people's minds that can then provoke anger or rage. They do this to make sure their food source remains in the same low energy state, so that they have their preferred food of negative emotions always available to them. So also here, discarnates have to be cleared from your energy field. Let's talk about symptom number 4. You are often fearful or constantly worried about the future. This symptom is usually caused by thought forms you have given a lot of energy to over time. So as your thoughts determine your reality, and you have a lot of these fearful thought forms, you will attract the same situations repeatedly. And that is simply quantum physics. It's the observer effect. So it proves that if we focus on something, if we put energy into something, and that's what we do if we constantly think the same thoughts, then we experience more of the same. And the auric attachments become bigger and bigger, in this case at the second chakra. This is where fear and worries are going. Additionally, fear attracts, again, discarnates. So once they're attached to your energy field, they keep people in a fearful, worrying, low energy state, because this is how they get their food. So if this is a symptom you experience, you may react fearfully, even if there is no threat around. Also, if you are suffering from panic attacks, it is important for you to know that discarnates are usually the root cause of this experience. So you can see how important it is to get rid of these auric attachments. Symptom number 5. You often feel low energy, especially when surrounded by other people. So open portals in your energy field are the main reason for feeling low energy. If your portals are open, you lose too much of your life force energy, as you cannot hold your energy. It simply means that as soon as vital life force energy comes in, you lose your energy again through these open portals. So if you are, for instance, diagnosed with chronic fatigue, you have multiple open portals. So those open portals require to be closed to restore your energy field's integrity. Now, if your energy goes down when you're surrounded by other people, then you take on other people's negative stuff, their negative energy, and that negatively impacts your health and well-being. Also here, open portals are the root cause of this. Now let's look at symptom number 6. You experience apathy, mood swings, and irritation with life in general. How well you get things done and how well you manifest your desired outcomes is controlled by your kundalini and sexual energy at the base of your spine and also your second chakra. If there are blockages at the second chakra, usually fears, worries, or victimization go there, then you will have a hard time to get anything done. Then you are not able to use your kundalini energy for your manifestations. And then you may run into a downward spiral of apathy, mood swings, irritations, and even more worries. And then your life experience gets much worse with an attitude of, I just don't care. And this is a huge problem, and it needs to be addressed, because you're not here to have a life experience of I don't care. You're here for a reason. So as this symptom really affects all areas of your life, especially your professional life and your soul's purpose and your mission why you're here, it is really important to clear the underlying auric attachment so that you can get out of this experience. Symptom number 7, you don't have your desired body weight and you tend to overeat. Auric attachments of lack, limitation, or unworthiness can also cause overweight. Your etheric weight, which is the weight of your auric attachments, does impact your body weight as well. It's not only about what and how you eat. Now, when you're eating and have a hard time to controlling yourself, then there are usually discarnates in your energy field that take over in those situations. You remember we have discussed the huge impact of discarnates a few minutes ago, so you don't want them to be in your energy field. If you are an emotional eater, there are typically huge occupants in your auric field, especially attached to the second chakra. Now let's talk about symptom number 8. You have physical issues like illness, colds, flus, disease, aches and pains. So every physical symptom, ache or pain, is the result, the physical manifestation of an auric attachment of an energetic blockage. So if auric attachments are not cleared, they might get bigger over time, as you learned in the previous symptoms. And then they eventually manifest physically as an ache, pain, or disease. If this sounds strange to you, I can assure you that science has caught up over the last decades. So in his book Vibrational Medicine, Richard Gerber, MD, collected various studies that were done all over the world for many decades that prove that there are subtle energy bodies and that physical symptoms come from changes, from blockages in the energy field. So this quote here from the book sums it up really well. Changes in the etheric structure precede pathological changes of illness in the physical body. So you can see that it is ultra important to take care of your energy body as you take care of your physical body. In fact, it's even more important to take care of your energy body first. Now, let's talk about symptom number 9. You have lots of inner voices in your head and you sabotage yourself. If you feel like something is holding you back, or if you feel like self-sabotaging your own efforts, you definitely have auric attachments. If you experience lots of inner voices in your head and you have multiple discarnates that are attached to your energy field, then it feels like multiple personalities that become activated at different times. So as discarnates always want to keep you in a low energy state to maintain their food source, as we discussed a few minutes ago, they must be cleared so that you can increase your energy, that you can make progress, that you can stop self-sabotage, and you can achieve your desired outcome. Now, as I walk you through these 9 symptoms of auric attachments, how many symptoms do you have? How many symptoms did you diagnose for yourself? Now, do you want to keep them or do you want to get rid of them? Here is what an advanced auric clearing does for you. So the clearing takes place on many levels. First of all, the advanced auric clearing will clear all auric attachments from all your 15 chakras, so the 7 embodied and the 8 morphogenetic chakras. It will clear all kinds of auric attachments, such as discarnates, occupants, portals, and also wormholes. Then it will clear all negativity. It will also clear cords, hooks, and further attachments, and it will clear all interferences. Additionally, as we also focus on your physical body, it will boost your cells' energy level, your metabolism, and your immune system. And finally, it raises your energy frequency significantly. It basically restores your energy field's integrity. And only if your energy increases are you able to attract different things, different people, different situations, and places. So an advanced auric clearing is the energetic prerequisite for embodying your higher self and living the life you desire. Now, what is the difference between an auric clearing you probably heard about before and an advanced auric clearing? So an advanced auric clearing covers not only your 7 embodied chakras, but also your 8 morphogenetic chakras. It covers not only chakra attachments, but also discarnates, the entities with souls and portals and wormholes. It covers your energy body and also your physical body, as we're also focused on clearing the root causes of diseases that have already manifested physically. It also includes a manifestation based on your intention, and it also includes an update of your soul's blueprint. That's what we do at the end of a session. You can imagine it in a way that we connect to your soul's app store and make sure that the latest updates for your soul blueprint are implemented for you. And an advanced auric clearing is processed with 15-dimensional, beautiful living codes of consciousness. Now, let me share a bit more about myself, my background, and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So I'm living in Wiesbaden, Germany with my husband and with 2 senior rescued cats. So my background is economics and IT. I spent the last 25 years in the corporate world in consulting, sales and analyst roles, and since 2010 in the so-called sales enablement space. I got in touch with all things soul and energy way more than 15 years ago when I was myself in a very challenging situation in different areas of my life. So I kept studying and educating myself ever since, and I'm a student of Toby Alexander since 2015, and I founded my business energy field mastery in 2019 because it's really my mission to help people to empower their potential. And I recently became a licensed certified auric clearing master healer based on Toby Alexander's teachings. And what really drives me is to assisting committed people to clear their energetic blockages, to raise their energy, and to help them to leverage their potential, to live their soul's purpose, to really live their mission, because we are all here at this time on the planet for a reason. So I hope you learned a lot about your auric fields and about the 9 key symptoms of auric attachments. And I also hope that the examples and how I described this was helpful for you so that you could self-diagnose if you have any of those attachments. And if you got a yes, and if you want to get your auric field cleared, then please go ahead and do so. You can follow the link in the video description. You can simply go to my website, energyfieldmastery.com, and use the contact form, and I will get you enrolled on one of my next weekly Advanced Auric Clearing webinar events. Thank you. Talk to you soon. Bye.